I love making something out of nothing. I'm not trained, but I am brave and determined. Of course, I could hire a professional, but DIY first. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It is January. It's about, I don't know, about 10 degrees today, so it's cold. But I wanted to go ahead and film this so I can show you the catastrophe that is over there. I am currently standing in the garage slash workshop, and I will pop up a video of the work I did this past summer in here, trying to get things organized and get things functional. And I did a lot of work over that several days. I think it was 2 or 3 days that I worked in here trying to organize. But there is a fundamental problem with this space. And this year, 2024, it is my mission to fix this space and make it functional for me and for my work that I do. I guess let me just show you what has happened and let you know what the plan is for this year. Behind me is the workshop as it currently stands, and I'm just telling you, it's awful. Yeah, there you go. So I did a little sketch up to try to get a plan or get an idea together of what I want to do in here. This is going to be a multi-episode series because there are lots of things that I'm going to be building for this space to try to make it more functional and make it work for what I needed to do. So I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of what that is and kind of tell you some of the things that I'm going to need to build in order to make this thing a reality. I am currently standing basically in the doorway. So there are 2 garage doors. They are manual, and I'm considering getting them changed to electric doors. I'm not quite sure how much that costs, but I think I'm going to price it and get an estimate to see how much it would cost to change these to automatic doors with the little clicker thing. Behind me over there is the breaker box. Currently, that's the way that I turn the lights on and off because I can't get to any of the walls because there's all the stuff. So I want to keep this pathway open. I want to keep about a 3-foot space here, and I want to keep this space open just as a walkway or a pass through so that this area is never closed off or inaccessible to get to the breaker box. I promise I did organize this space, although you cannot tell right now. But all of this stuff over there behind me, that's all furniture and stuff that has been given to me, stuff that I found on the side of the road, also things that we have acquired through estate sales or garage sales. I do have plans for that furniture. Some of that furniture is going to be flipped. Some of it may go back to the curb. I don't know. I may give some of it away. So we're going to see. All of that area where all of the furniture is actually a parking space on the plan. That area is just open. It's kind of like a flex space. All of that furniture will eventually be going away. So the first thing on my list to build is wood storage. So I've been doing some research. I have some different ideas. I've looked at different types of wood storage. I've seen some wall mounted. Look, it's so cold I can barely talk. I've seen some wall mounted ones that are, just kind of brackets and things that are on the wall. I've also seen mobile storage carts, and I think that's the way I want to go. I want as much stuff in here to be mobile as possible so that I can kind of move things around however I need to, depending on what project I'm working on. So also, I will be kind of weeding out my storage, my wood. I've accumulated a lot of scrap pieces and things, and I definitely don't think I need as much as I have. So I'm only going to keep as much as will fit on the cart that I build. Whatever I build, I think I want it on wheels so that it'll be movable and I can kind of shift things around however I need to. What I would like to do here is put a door, like a regular exterior door here, to come into the garage from that side so that I don't have to open the big doors every time I come in and out. I don't know if I will try to do that myself. I'll probably hire somebody to do that because dealing with exterior, like inside, outside things, I don't want to mess that up. I know it needs to be done right. It needs to be waterproof and all of that. And since I've never done it before, like, I don't think I want to cut into this wall. All right, so this is kind of a bigger view of that wall. So like I said, the door will kind of go in this general area. I'll just have to make sure it doesn't block or hit against the garage door. I want about a 3-foot area here to walk through, like a walk-through area. But then like the rest of this wall is going to be storage. So my plan is to build lower cabinets that have pull-out drawers. There will be 3 on this side, and then I will have my miter station. Below the miter station, I want doors that open and close. I'm gonna put some kind of dust collection in there. What I've been using is just a shop vac with a little bucket separator thing, and I think that's been working pretty good. So I'll probably have that. I'll probably get another one and put that underneath the miter station to collect dust. I'm going to leave that window there, but I think I'll probably center the miter station on that window, and that is where I will put the majority of my like shop storage. Also behind me is going to be my backdrop for filming, and so I would like for that to look nicer than this loveliness that we have going on here. I'll have to figure out how I want to work that out. Over here where this cabinet is, so this is one of 2 closed storage cabinets that are in this space. I wanted to turn the other way. Maybe I can salvage it or reuse it. So that's the plan on this side. Obviously it'll have doors that open and close like it does now. This wall is also going to be a little bit flexible. The cabinet that's in this corner, the doors will swing out, so they'll swing out into this area. So I'll need to make sure I have enough clearance so those doors are easily accessible. I am going to take this out. It has some storage down here, but this storage is like a dark hole. No one wants to be crawling around on the floor trying to figure out what's in there. So it's not really practical. And because it's against the wall, that's why a lot of my videos, y'all are looking at my back, because this thing is stuck to the wall and I don't really have a good angle for the camera. So what I want to put here is a mobile assembly table slash outfeed table. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I don't have an outfeed table, and it makes using my table saw really treacherous and probably kind of dangerous. I need to fix that. So I'm gonna have a mobile table here that most of the time can just be here, but I can move it around and position it however I need it to be. Plus I can pull it out from the wall so that it can be kind of like a 360 table, which I think would be much more functional for me. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think this wall would probably be a good place for some wall storage. Maybe some closed upper cabinets. That might be a good idea to go over this mobile table, but I'm gonna think on that some more. This space is not climate controlled, obviously. That's why I'm in here looking like, you know, I'm in the Arctic. This, what do you call this thing? Air conditioner? This air conditioner was also here. It was in a different window. I moved it over here. Obviously, it's not big enough for this space. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about climate control in this space. That's future Vicky problems. I have this little plastic kind of put together shelf that you could just like buy at Walmart and just kind of stick the pieces together. So that's where my like circular saw and reciprocating saw, like all my saws and things are in that rack. It might be good to build some storage for those on this wall, maybe. I've seen people do those French cleat walls that you can then kind of do like a modular storage kind of thing. And I might think about doing something like that on each side of this window. I don't know. I'm gonna keep thinking about that. If you have suggestions or thoughts about that, or maybe how to use this space on this wall better, let me know. I don't want anything that comes out too far because, like I said, the mobile assembly table and outfeed table will be on this wall. So primarily I'll be using this table and probably be standing kind of under this window. I don't need anything that's like sticking out too far because I promise you I will hit my head on it. If it's there, I'll probably run into it. So whatever's there kind of needs to be shallow, but accessible. Like I could just reach and get it without having to like climb up on something to reach it. Anyway, I'll think about that some more and kind of come up with a more finalized plan closer to time. Also, over here, I was thinking I did get a drill press that I've never turned on and actually don't know how to use, but I got it at an estate sale for like $60. I mean, I couldn't beat that deal, but it's currently over behind the camera sitting on the floor. So I do want to build like a stand for that. And I think I will maybe put it over here in this area, kind of where this plastic shelf is right now. So what I think I'm going to do on this wall behind me is basically take this cabinet out, and I want everything to face this way. So I'm going to build just some storage shelves, garage storage shelves for like holding bins, like storage bins. And I want all the bins to match. So Home Depot had these black ones with these yellow tops on them that I bought a few of those and I like them. So I think I'm going to get more of those. And that's where I'll just kind of store all the things, like the stuff from inside the house, just kind of long-term storage. The rest of this wall, where that window is going to be more like shallow storage. So I will probably like hang the ladders and things like that on this wall, things that don't stick out too far or take up too much space, which means that all the things have to go. They all have to go. But that's future Vicky's problem. We're not gonna worry about that right now. We're gonna have to take this thing step by step. Oh, there's something I forgot to show you. A workbench. I do want to build a workbench that it'll just kind of sit in this area. It'll just kind of live here. And it'll be in the open, so it'll be like a 360. And I think I want to somehow put some kind of electrical situation into it. Obviously, I will have to run a cord from that table to the wall, but maybe like things can plug into the table, and then I could just have one cord that goes into the wall instead of trying to run several cords across the floor. I can just have one and then have like a mat or something like that over that cord so I don't trip on it, or figure out how to get the cord to go up, around, and come down to that table. Also, underneath that table, I want dust collection under it as well for the table saw. So anyway, that's the general idea, but I'm going to take it step by step, like one thing at a time. But in general, I got my plan, and I reserve the right to change my mind. So we will see how things go. But if you have any suggestions, you have ideas, you have thoughts, you have words of encouragement, I can use it, because it does feel pretty daunting. So I feel confident that I can do it, but it does seem pretty overwhelming right now in January in 10-degree weather, just kind of thinking through it. But we'll get it done. We'll get it done step by step. So like I said, if you have any suggestions, you have thoughts, ideas, words of encouragement, warnings, I'm open to all the things. Leave a comment below if you have any feedback for me whatsoever. And yeah, we're gonna get this thing done. I'm looking forward to an amazing year this year. And yeah, let's get to work.